tonight's football game are referee Chuck Mears, umpire Kent Fields.
And welcome to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. Good evening, everybody. We're here for tonight's matchup between the Harlandale Indians and the Jefferson Mustangs. Indians enter tonight with a 1-2 record, highlighted by an explosive 61-0 victory over Edison last week that showed just how dangerous their offense can be. Dual threat quarterback Ulises Sesto and running back Gio Silva power the ground game, while a tough defensive unit led by Santiago Rivas and Roman Lopez looks to set the tone. On the other sideline, though, the Jefferson Mustangs are coming in hungry for their first win of the season. And despite their 0-3 record, they've shown flashes of brilliance, including a narrow 17-14 battle against Pleasanton last week. Tonight, they'll aim to turn those close calls into a breakthrough performance, and it is a clash of tradition and pride here on the South Side. Harlandale looking to build momentum, and Jefferson fighting to get on the board. Strap in, it's Friday Night Football here in San Antonio. We're here at the Martinez & Associates pregame show. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll talk a little bit about the Jefferson Mustangs, including a pregame visit from Coach Badillo.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
And we are back here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium. I'm here with Bobby Mendez. Bobby, we had a chance to chat with Coach Badillo in our pregame interview this afternoon. And again, even though Jefferson is 0-3, they had a close call last week. Coach Badillo says he's confident. They're improving week over week, and they're coming out fully expecting to get a victory tonight.
Yeah, first and foremost, the Thomas Jefferson Mustangs head coach, prior Coach Cardenas, is a long-time Jefferson Mustang, and he did a fantastic job. But big shoes to fill for Coach Badillo, but I think he's got that right energy. Today was the first time I got an opportunity to meet him and talk to him, and he understands what it's all about. And I don't want to give anything away, but that is going to be a good interview that you had with him. So looking forward to hearing that again. But yeah, these Thomas Jefferson Mustangs looking to get on track here, as you mentioned in your opening that they had a pretty good opportunity last week, but things are moving in the right direction for them. But tonight they have the Harlandale Indians. Yeah, and
we'll hear about it in the interview in just a second here. But Coach Badillo, he said Southside's his home. He has a lot of graduated from McCullum, coached at a couple of schools here on the South Side. So he said even though he's not home tonight, it feels like a home game. He's very comfortable here.
Yeah, he graduated in 1999 over at McCullum, and he's also worked with, and you'll hear this on the interviews. I don't want to give too much away, but it's just going to be a great interview, so looking forward to hearing that.
So we'll cut to the interview with Coach Badillo here. You're watching the Martinez & Associates pregame show.
Welcome to the Martinez & Associates pregame show. I'm Haley Wilson here with the head coach of the Jefferson Mustangs, Coach Badillo. Coach, new to the program this year, I guess talk to us a little bit about how it's been adjusting, coming into the Mustangs and becoming the leader of this program.
It's been exciting. The community has welcomed me with open arms. We put together a great coaching staff. The kids have been very receptive, very coachable. It's a whole new system that we're installing, offense, defense, special teams. So it's taking a little bit of time, but we are progressing. The kids have bought in, and we're really excited about our product to come.
I was going to say, you said you guys are progressing, still looking for your first win, but you're coming off of a very narrow loss to Pleasanton last week. I guess talk to us about what the team's been working on this week and how you've been making that progress.
Yeah, absolutely. We played a pretty good game against Pleasanton. Our defense stepped up, did a really good job against a really good Pleasanton team. We struggled a little bit offensively. Then last week, our offense did a lot better. So our plan is to put it all together. Offense, defense, special teams, put together a complete game. and that's what we hope to do tonight.
Who are some of the players we can expect to say their names on the offensive, defensive side of the ball tonight?
Well, our quarterback, Aiden Uriales, he's been coming along. He's progressing really well. We have John Fernandez, who's a pretty good playmaker for us on offense and defense. We also have Dylan Cappy in the secondary. That's a big player for us. So we're excited about what those guys bring, and we're hoping that they show up tonight.
I love it, and I know you said you've been part of Southside football for a long, long time. What's it going to take to get the victory tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as I told you, I grew up on the South Side, graduated from McCullum High School. Real familiar with Harlandale, and a lot of the coaches on the staff. I've worked with them and coached against them, and so, this feels like home for me on this field, and that's the plan, is to come out and have our kids just play with heart, play with grit, and leave it all on the field.
I love it. Well, thank you for your time, Coach Badillo. Haley Wilson with Coach Badillo of the Jefferson Mustangs. We'll be back with the rest of our pregame show. Thanks for tuning in.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 walking on beams of light, 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 light.
And we're back here. You can see Harlandale Memorial Stadium. The Indians looking to run out for homecoming, but you just heard from Coach Badillo, again, newer to the Jefferson Mustang program, but very excited to be here, excited that his team is improving week over week, and again, looking for their first victory tonight. Bobby, you had a chance to chat with Coach Lozano of the Harlandale Indians, entering tonight with a 1-2 record, had a just dominant performance last week, a 61-0 shutout victory. They're hoping to ride that momentum into tonight's homecoming win.
Yeah, and as you can see, the Harlandale Indians coming out of their Indian tunnel there, but yeah, all of the Harlandale Indians need to be proud of themselves. They've fought hard all non-district season long in the non-district schedule, and it was just a great opportunity for them to all come together and get into that ball game.
And we're going to go roll it over to the interview with Coach Lozano so we can hear a little bit about the Harlandale Indians and what we can expect to see tonight.
And we welcome you back to the Martinez and Associates pregame show with the head coach of the Harlandale Indians, Coach Justin Lozano. Coach Lozano, last week, everyone got a chance to get in. Everyone got a chance to play. Big win for Harlandale.
Yeah, it was. Off of after you have the two games, in the second game the way we did, they were so close. It was really important for us to come out there and do what we did last week against Edison. So we were really pleasantly happy with what we did.
Coach, this being the last non-district game before it gets tough again.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about the importance of this game, and especially coming off a win like it was last week.
Yeah, I mean, we've told our kids all week long, not that we want to look past Jefferson because they're a good football team. We have to start building that momentum, and it started last week. It's got to build up to this week, and then into the next week with starting district play.
Coach, right now, I mean, you had an opportunity to see a lot of other players go in that probably haven't had a lot of opportunities until now. But talk a little bit about your depth right now and how that's coming.
Yeah, I mean, we're really deep. Knock on wood, we're really deep at running back right now. Last week we had 4 different running backs score. We had a couple of running backs score twice. So I say right now, and again, knocking on wood, if we can keep that depth there, we're pretty happy with that.
Coach, tonight it's the Thomas Jefferson Mustangs. Two programs that have a big history just in general with schools. But talk a little bit about they're coming in with a new head coach, and they're looking for a win as well. Talk about this game.
Yeah, I know Coach Badillo. Coach Badillo and I actually worked together at McCullum back in the day. So I know Coach Badillo, and I know he's going to have these guys ready. They're playing hard. I actually know their defensive coordinator too, Coach DeMint. He and I coached together at Brandeis High School. So I know that they're going to be ready and prepared for us tonight. We got to just come out, do our job, just like we do. We tell them every week. Don't have to go and play outside of yourself at all. Just go out there, do your job, play in and play out. And I think we're going to have a good opportunity to compete in the game.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you very much again for always taking the time to speak with us before the game. So good luck this evening, and hopefully we'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you, Bobby. Appreciate it.
Coach Lozano of the Harlandale Indians. We'll be back with more Martinez and Associates pregame show.
And we had the national anthem there by the Harlandale Indians band. It's crowd slowly trickling in. It's homecoming night, Bobby, so we can expect a lot of students, a lot of fanfare, a lot of excitement here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium tonight. Yeah, it's going to be an exciting game here again, as this being the final district game for the Harlandale Indians. And as Coach just talked about how important it is to stay focused on the task at hand and not look too far into the future, one game at a time, because this is one of the toughest districts in South Texas, as the Indians are getting ready to go into. So they need to really stay focused. And the Mustangs, of course, as we talked about, Coach Badil, the most important thing for him is really getting these athletes accustomed to his style of coaching and his philosophies. So this is going to be an interesting game here. Of course, the Indians have come out last week with a big win, as we talked about just a little while ago, putting up 60-plus points last week. And I think Coach mentioned how many of the running backs were able to score last week. So a good taste of victory, much needed for the Harlandale Indians. So we'll just have to sit back, relax, and let you call the game, Haley. Well, and both teams coming in tonight with a little bit of momentum, although the Mustangs did lose last week. It was a very narrow battle, 17-14. Again, like we talked about in the pregame interview with Coach Badillo, their team is growing and gaining confidence. Harlandale's coming in with some confidence after a dominant victory. So this, on paper, Bobby, should be a really good game as Jefferson sets to kick things off. Harlandale to receive the football here to get the game started. All right, here we go. Harlandale getting a chance for the football first. The kickoff from the Mustangs. Perez Mendez with the kick. Harlandale to return. Finds a gap. Good return. The ball is loose. And it does look like the Mustangs grabbed it. We'll see. Well, they are excited over there on the other end, but the officials not yet signaled. It looks like Harlandale did maintain control of the football. Looked like number 20, George Gonzalez, might have jumped on it to keep possession for the Indians. But let's see. Referees are chatting it out. Yeah, they're still talking about it here. Let's see if the Mustangs end up getting that. Jefferson's pointing their way. Harlandale not reacting too much. Still chatting. Long conversation as we get this game. If this is any indication how this game will go, it could be oh, they're saying that Harlandale maintained possession. So the Indians will get the offense on first. Indians will get the football to get this game started. The ball's spotted at the 42. It's going to be our first time tonight getting to see dual threat quarterback Eunice Sesto, senior for this team. We see the offensive starters here on the screen for the Harlandale Indians, defensive starters for the Mustangs. We'll see what Harlandale can get to cook here on offense. They fake handoff off the middle, little pass meant for Herrera, one of the captains on this team, but it was tipped away by one of the Mustangs, and that's going to be second down for the Indians. You know, that's one of the things that I've noticed in the last couple of games that we've covered for Harlandale is when they've started the game, they started with a quick little pass. So the Mustangs prepared on that one, but don't be fooled. Harlandale does have an arsenal behind on the running game. Gio Silva, last week's Martinez and Associates offensive player of the game, but look, they just got a little gift here. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty on the Mustangs. First down for the Indians. Big gift to get this game started. And yeah, we talked like like you had said, Bobby, with Coach Lozano to get the game started. They had not one, not two, not three, but 4 different running backs score in that 61-0 victory over Edison last week. And so for the Indians, that makes them very hard to kind of plan and prep for as the Mustangs kind of go into this game, because who do you focus on? So we see the handoff up the middle to Silva. Stopped there by Aaron Garcia from the Mustangs.
Aaron Garcia did his homework. He knew exactly where Gio Silva was, and a big tackle there for the Mustangs as they gave up 10 yards on that penalty, but no gain there for the Harlandale Indians.
It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Indians. Sesto, short, quick pass there.
Did he
Gonna
catch
be
it?
about about an 8-yard gain there for Christian Huizar, one of the seniors on this Harlandale Indian squad. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Absolutely, that was a tough throw. I think it was a hard catch there for Huizar, but the Indians moving in the right direction.
Indians taking their time here. 15 seconds left on the play clock. Handoff up the middle for Silva. And we'll see where they spot it. I don't think he got it. I think it's going to bring up a 4th and short. And it does look like a 4th and 1 for the Indians, who are likely going to go for it.
Yeah.
No surprise here.
So the ball, 1 yard, and they rush to the line of scrimmage, Haley.
And it's hard to tell.
I don't know.
I'm not sure if they picked up the first down here. We'll see. Not seeing any official spot yet.
Mustangs think that maybe they stopped them, but this is close. Oh,
Yeah, and they're going
did.
to say, stop. That is an excellent defensive stop by the Mustangs. So that's going to be a turnover on downs for the Indians. Mustangs are going to have the football here at the 34.
You know, it's one of those plays where you're not you're too deep, right?
To do it,
to punt, and then you're too far for a
kick
field
a field
goal.
goal.
So, nonetheless, the Mustangs have the football. We'll get their starters in just a moment.
It's going to be a quick little handoff up the middle to number 5, running back Marnez Davis for the Mustangs. As you can see, the Mustang offensive starters there on the right-hand side of your screen. Harlandale starting defensive lineup on the left. Obviously brought to you by Martinez and Associates. Just a 1-yard pickup for the Mustangs, 2nd and 9. And we'll see what quarterback Aiden Uridales is going to do here for this Mustang offense. And that's going to be a big loss there for the Harlandale Indians. Stop was by number 9, Michael Henderson.
Michael Henderson, one of the big men
He's
down.
a big guy.
Oh, he is certainly big, certainly athletic. And I tell you what, he was in the top conversation last week for the Martinez and Associates Player of the Game. Just Santiago Rivas also had such a great game, but a very consistent Michael Henderson. And if he does well today, we shall look to see how he does.
Snap. Uridales is going to roll out. Nothing. Good tackle there. A little bit of a blitz by number 55, Jackson Galvez for the Harlandale Indians, and that's going to bring up 4th and long for the Mustangs. It's going to force them to punt it away. Great pressure there, Bobby, from the Harlandale Indians. Just not really letting Uridales get much breathing room, forcing him to roll out of the pocket, run out of the pocket. So good defensive pressure there for the Indians.
One of the Harlandale Indians' strong points is their defense. And, of course, we just talked about Michael Henderson as he does such a great job with penetration.
Punt's going to take a nice Jefferson bounce.
Very nice.
Great punt there. It's going to roll all the way back down to the 15. So great punt there by, I believe that was Perez Mendez for the Mustangs. Excuse me, that was Marco Godinez. So Harlandale's going to get the ball at the 15, and they're going to have another shot at trying to strike first here in this Friday Night Lights matchup.
Yeah, it is the second opportunity here for the Harlandale Indians as they get back onto the field, but they've got 85 yards to work with here. And so let's see if they make any adjustments.
Sesto is going to try to keep it himself. The ball is loose, and Harlandale's just able to jump on it. Sesto lost the ball on the carry. Number 50, James Maldonado, offensive lineman for the Indians, was able to jump on it, and he just saved the Indians from what could have been a pretty spooky situation here early in that first quarter.
Yeah, Sesto couldn't hang on to it, and it popped out, and looked like Jefferson was going to get on it, but one of the linemen there, as you mentioned, was able to secure it. But long second down here.
2nd and 18 for the Indians. They're going to hand it off up the middle. Maybe a pickup of a yard or two.
This is an interesting start here for the Indians. I've not really, even on some of the teams that they've played that have had a really good defense, and not to say that the Mustangs do not have a good defense, but we've seen that Harlandale offensive line really open up some holes, but the Mustangs are doing a really good job of defending the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Mustangs, again, came out fired, ready to play, as number 80 for the Indians, still moving, still on his feet, spin mode. That's going to be Armando Munoz with the first down and then some. What a run there by Munoz. That's a big first down for the Indians.
Yeah, Armando Munoz did a great job of hanging on to the football. And how about Sesto finding Munoz to make that completion and a big first down, much needed for the Harlandale Indians, as it is their second first down of the game. But the first first down was a penalty, so in essence, their first down of this ball game.
Sesto with the quick pass there to Huizar, who's hit pretty big there by the Mustangs. Big block, or I should say big tackle there by Dylan Caffey.
Yeah, this Mustang defense looks like they've come prepared, and they're in their right spots, they're in their right places, and they're making stops. There's no gain on that play. Oh, they're calling it an incompletion.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Indians. Sesto's going to keep it himself. The fake handoff.
And Haley, this is where Sesto's very dangerous, as he is that threat on the ground, as he's able to pick up that first down by himself and get to the 46-yard line on an 11-yard carry, their second first down of this evening.
Good carry there by Sesto. Just ran it right up the middle. Great blocking there by his offensive line. First down, Indians. Got 5 minutes left here in the first.
Looks like a free play there.
Yeah, I was going to say free play. Couple of Mustangs jumped. So Harlandale is going to pick up 5 here.
They should pick up 5.
Yeah, we'll see. There's a little bit more conversation than expected.
There it is.
There we go. So offsides.
Just in, sorry, Haley, just into Mustang territory.
First down and 5. Ball at the 49-yard line for Harlandale.
Ball spotted at the 49 for the Indians. 1st and 5. Sesto's got one receiver to his right, one receiver to his left.
Movement
And there's
again.
more movement again. Both teams pointing at each other. I think it might have been on the defense again.
You're absolutely right. The official already pointing to the Mustangs, so that's going to give the Indians an automatic first down. It should, because it was a 3rd and 4, or 1st and 4.
Yeah. Yep. So they'll move the chains. A little bit of movement there. I think that was Aaron Garcia on the Mustangs with the movement. But same, looks like similar play call here for the Indians. Again, one receiver to Sesto's right, one to his left. He's going to hand it off here to Silva. Silva's still on his feet, still running, and he's knocked out of bounds right around the 26, 27-yard line. Good little run there by Gio Silva.
Picking up about 17 yards, and just as we were talking about how this was uncharacteristic of the Indians not to have any kind of movement or not much movement from their backs, there goes Gio Silva.
They hand off to Silva again. He's going to find some space up the middle. Throws a man down. Gio Silva's going to pick up 8.
Oh, boy, and he hung on to that football, and he got hit pretty good.
He got hit pretty good, and you would have never known. What a run there for Silva. It's going to bring up 2nd and 2, 2nd and short here for the Indians as they continue to march down the field.
This is a drive here, Haley, where I'm a little bit more accustomed to seeing Harlandale.
Sesto, and we're going to get a timeout, I believe. Oh, wait, it might be a sideline warning. Hang on, here we go.
Yeah, hey, there you go, Haley.
That's their first and only warning.
First and only. Last time we'll hear that tonight.
Yeah, that's it. After that, there's consequences.
There's big time consequences. So again, 2nd and short here for the Indians. Sesto is going to again keep it himself. Breaks one tackle, still trying to get through. I don't believe he'll pick up the first down. Tried to kind of run it up the middle on his own, but good defense there by the Mustangs. Defensive line saying, not here.
Yeah, Mustangs defense, they're regrouping and making sure that they make that stop and keeping a good eye on Sesto.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and 2 here for the Indians. As Gio Silva subs back in, he just took a bit of a breather. They're going to hand it off to Silva, who's going to find some space. He's down to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Indians. Gio Silva with the run. 21-yard touchdown carry there for Gio Silva.
Boy, oh boy, if I'm Gio Silva, I want to thank every one of my offensive line there because you could have fit about 3 of me through that hole.
And Harlandale going for 2. No good. But nevertheless, 21-yard touchdown run for Gio Silva puts the Harlandale Indians on top 6-0. We will take a quick break. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
Join the legacy today and become a teacher for Harlandale ISD. Here at Harlandale, we offer many benefits for you and your family, competitive pay, and a starting salary for teachers of $58,000. We offer teacher stipends for teaching bilingual classes, coaching, special education, and more. Here at Harlandale, we are inspiring our students to be the change. Join us today and make a difference tomorrow. Apply now at harlandale.net/apply.
And we are back here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium where the Harlandale Indians struck first thanks to a correct me if I'm wrong, baby, I think it was a 21 or 21-yard touchdown run from Gio Silva.
Yeah, it took 8 plays, and they took about 6 minutes off the clock on that drive. But Gio Silva has woken up.
Yeah, Silva, you could tell he was gaining some confidence there after he bodied one of those defensive linemen on the inside, came out, took a breather. Next time he touched the football, he ran it in for a 21-yard touchdown. So Harlandale Indians strike first, 2:25 left here in the first quarter, but we will see how the Jefferson Mustangs respond as number 12 for the Mustangs, John Fernandez, receives the kickoff. Ball is going to be spotted, I believe, right around the 24.
Yeah, and just going back to that Harlandale drive, Haley, that was an 85-yard drive. That ball, remember, started on a great punt that put the Indians back at their own 15-yard line. So what a drive the Indians put together to get into the end zone.
Well, and it started at the 15, Bobby, but then there was the almost fumble by Sesto, the save by Maldonado, one of the offensive linemen. So it might have, they kind of started back further than
you're absolutely right.
the 15-yard line. But again, Mustangs back on the field, or Mustangs offense back on the field. We'll see how they bounce back as Indians eat it up right away. Number 49, David Tristan, with the tackle there. He was all over that one.
Oh, yeah. There was a little miscommunication or some mishap on the offensive side for the Mustangs, and the Indians made them pay for it. As you said, Haley, David Tristan just back there, as you saw the quarterback just expecting him on the other side.
Yeah, I think, again, a little bit of a mix-up. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 13 here for the Mustangs. Uridales has one receiver on each side. He's going to hand it off up the middle. Little bit of an opening.
Yeah, you're right, Haley. And that opening closed rather quickly once he crossed that 25-yard line. But nonetheless, they were able to recapture a few of those yards that they lost on that previous play.
That's going to bring up 3rd down and 9 here for the Mustangs.
That'll be that's actually a 5-yard pickup, which isn't not too shabby, but still a third and somewhat long, I think.
Yeah, 3rd and long here. Mustangs just looking to pick up a 1st down, looking to gain some momentum and kind of gain some of the momentum that their defense had earlier in this game. Uridales rolls to his left. He's looking for his man, but ball gets tipped away there by Santiago Rivas of the Indians. He was looking for number 44, one of his tight end, Randy Badillo.
Yeah, it was good coverage. The throw just a little bit too high, and as well, good defense for the Indians.
So that's going to bring out the punting unit here for the Jefferson Mustangs. 39 seconds left here in the first quarter. Punter's going to be number 32, Marco Godinez, who we saw, I believe, earlier in the game, and set back to receive is Aiden Morin for the Indians. Ooh. Nice punt there. Morin on the returns, trying to find some space on the outside, and he isn't able to. Great play there. Tackle by number 81, Julian Cervera for the Mustangs.
Yeah, Julian Cervera had really good pursuit, and there was no way Morin was going to get away from him. But a good punt. The Indians got the football again. Defense did exactly what they were set out to do, make a stop, force the punt, and the Indians got the ball right back.
So 27 seconds left here in this first quarter. Indians are going to get the football right at the 50-yard line.
Right at midfield.
Right at midfield. Good field position.
You know, Haley, it feels like it's been a really long time. You haven't been with us since week number 1.
I know. It's been too long.
Yeah. Glad to have you back.
Sesto takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Just get right back to the line of scrimmage. Good tackle there by number 13 on the Mustangs, who is not on the roster, so might have had a jersey swap to start the game.
Yeah, Julian Aguillon, the second back, is now getting some reps. And you know, Haley, there was a bit of an opening there, but I think he was tripped up and didn't do it. But that's going to do it for the second quarter.
Yeah, it's going to do it here. We have first quarter under the belt. The Indians up 6-0 thanks to a touchdown from Silva. But second quarter is among us. We'll take a quick break. You're watching RC Audio Sports.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of a light, 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 light.
And we're back here. Second quarter is about to kick off. We got a couple of our sponsors we want to thank. Bobby, tell us a little bit more.
Yeah, Anthony Martinez, David Benavides of Mac Hike Southway Ford. We thank you for joining the sponsorship team. We appreciate it. The community appreciates it. If you're looking for a brand new vehicle or a used vehicle, go visit Southway Ford over here on Military Drive, or excuse me, on I-35 near Military Drive. But make sure you talk to David Benavides or Anthony Martinez at Mac Hike Southway Ford. Let them know that you found out or appreciate their sponsorship. Thank you.
Harlandale Indians, quick pass up the middle. And sorry we missed the first part of that. Sesto completed the pass to, I'm trying to get a number in there, number 22, Julian Aguillon.
Yeah, Haley, designed screenplay right there. You see the immediate rush, and honestly, it kind of was very well disguised because it almost looked like a broken play.
Right.
Because they sold it so well, the pursuit, and Sesto dropping back, giving it over to Aguillon. Indians get a first down and a 9-yard pickup. Another
handoff to Aguillon, but great tackle there by number 22 of the Mustangs. That's going to be Aaron Garcia. Read that fantastic. And no gain for the Indians.
Yeah, no gain again. Good containment by the Mustang defense. That front defensive line is doing a really good job of really containing the run. There have been a couple of instances where the offensive line for the Indians has been able to open up a couple big holes, and one of them, a big one for 20 yards, and that's where Gio Silva got his touchdown on the prior series.
Two receivers to Sesto's left, one to his right, but the handoff to Silva right up the middle. He's brought down around the 36 or 37. So a little bit of a pickup there for the Indians, not much. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7 for Harlandale.
Yeah, Jonathan Iwarte on that stop, making a big hit. And again, nothing too big. This Mustang defense, you hear a lot of defensive coaches or coordinators talking about their defense bending, but just not breaking. That's what the Mustangs have been doing. They've only given up really one big play so far, and that was that big 20-yard run by Gio Silva just a moment ago.
Sesto's, the handoff to Silva. Silva finds a gap and then some, still going, brought down around the 20-yard line, but that's going to be a first down for the Indians.
17-yard pickup there for Giovanni Silva as he got over to the right side, found some room, then cut it up, and finally brought down, but not before the Indians pick up another first down.
Indians hurrying up here. Again, the handoff to Silva, finds a pocket. It's going to pick up another first down.
This guy's a first down machine here.
A machine.
10 yards on that carry there, but if you did not catch to see Sesto on the block after the handoff, I recommend scooting back about 5 minutes on the stream when you get a chance to see that one. But a good chop block there by quarterback Eunice Sesto. Haley, this is the 7th play of the drive here.
And Salazar is actually going to take the snap. He's going to keep it on his own. Another block from Sesto, like you said, Bobby. We'll pick up maybe about 3.
Yeah, so if you saw that Aguillon and Sesto, of course, lined up at quarterback. A quick little shift, which made Aguillon the quarterback, and he took the direct snap and went in for about 3 yards. An interesting formation there. Not seen that before.
A little bit of trickery.
A little bit.
For the Harlandale Indians. So Silva's going to take it, trying to find some space, but nothing. Good defense there by the Mustangs. Number 25, Tristan Sanchez with the tackle, trying to do everything they can to prevent Silva from finding the end zone again.
Yeah, Silva is a workhorse. He's been picking up some big yards there, but this time the Mustang defense coming together to make a stop. And, in this scenario here, it is 3rd and goal. The Indians only having 2 more opportunities to get back into the end zone. They don't have enough to make a first down to reset it because they're inside the 10.
So Sesto's going to have 3 receivers on his left. I was going to say, I'm seeing some movement.
I don't know.
I saw a flag. I just don't know who. Oh, it's going to be a false start on the Indians, I believe.
Well, there was. Yep, you're absolutely right.
Number 75. 5-yard penalty.
So, with the microphones, right? Officials having the microphones, they're able to tell you who the number of the one that went off sides. But, if you've got a program, you can see who number 75 is.
Officials timeout for an injury.
We're going to get a quick timeout for an injury on the field. We'll take a quick break with them. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
At San Antonio ISD, parents and students have a choice to pick the best schools, a choice to take programs that explore a student's interests, and a choice to grow while keeping the future in mind. With so many options to best fit a student's needs, why go anywhere else? Choose SAISD.
Apply now at saisd.net/enroll or call 210-554-2660 for more information.
We're back here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium. 8 minutes left here in the second quarter. Harlandale with the early lead, 6-0. They were, I think, second in goal, but thanks to some penalties, are now to 3rd and 11. So we'll see what the Indians are going to do here. Clock is running again. Let's see what Sesto has in his pocket. High pass. Was looking for Aguillon, but incomplete. Just a little bit too much sauce on it, if you will.
Yeah,
so it looks like the Indians are going to go for the field goal.
Yeah, Sesto just overthrew the receiver, and now that's going to bring up a 4th down here. So the Indians playing it safe and try for a field goal. I believe that's Jose Luis Flores. Sesto is holding.
Yeah, Sesto is holding. Luis Flores with the kick. It's up right through the middle, and that's going to be good. So the Harlandale Indians increase their lead to 9-0. 7 minutes and 50 seconds left in the second quarter. We'll keep it right here just because we just took a quick break. So
I believe that was a 21-yard field goal, Haley, I believe, if my math is correct.
So Harlandale Indians not able to punch it in, but able to get some points on the board, which is good and increase the lead. But this game is still in reach, Bobby. Again, only 9-0. Got the 21-yard touchdown from Silva, the 21-yard field goal from Luis Flores. But Jefferson has the football with plenty of time left here in the second quarter to get some points on the board.
Oh, certainly. It's only a 2-score ball game, and if the Mustangs could put something together, they're still in this ball game. We still got it. But let's talk. Say thank you real quick to Presidio Concrete. Their phone number there on the screen, if you can see that there. If not, you can always reach them on all of their social media. Presidio Concrete. They've done lots of good work laying concrete. We've talked about them many times, but if you've never heard about them, Presidio Concrete. They built Vets Memorial Stadium up over in Judson ISD. They've built the gorilla enclosure for the San Antonio Zoo. So they can handle some projects.
Yeah, they kind of wide. I feel like every time we talk about Presidio, the resume is growing.
Yeah.
There's just more projects getting added to the list. So laser of a kick there by Jose Luis Flores.
You know, I'm actually interested. I've been wanting to see. I see Jose Luis Flores, you know, always on pregame kicking some deep field goals. But of course, you can kick those when there's really not very much pressure. But that's a good comfort for Coach Lozano to have, knowing that his field goal kicker has a bit of a leg.
So Mustangs. Here, Dialez, short pass there. Was looking to just get some momentum there from Jalen Reed, but short screen pass is going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, the Indians had great pursuit, and they saw that play developing and able to get and follow the ball and make the stop.
One receiver on each side for Udiales. It's going to pitch it back to Davis, who's not able to find any room. Harlandale Indians defensive line putting up a front, and that's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Mustangs.
Yeah, 2 quick, good stops for the Harlandale defense. Again, we've talked about a lot of the success the defense has had here in this non-district schedule. The Indians have been in pretty. Some of their games have been very close within a score, and that defense has really kept them in ball games. And right now, they're doing a really good job of really kind of isolating the Mustangs, not giving them too much. I don't think I've seen very big plays here from the Mustangs.
No, Mustangs really not able to gain any momentum. We see the ref coming in. I do believe we're going to get a timeout here. Jefferson wants to take a beat, talk it over with Coach Badillo, so we'll take a quick break with them. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, throughout the season, we're bringing you the Harlandale ISD.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
And we're back here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium. The Jefferson Mustangs and Coach Badillo wanted to talk it out really quick. 6 minutes, 54 seconds left here before halftime. Harlandale still in the driver's seat, up 9-0. It's Jefferson going to hand it off with a little bit of the trickery there to Fernandez, but not enough to throw the Harlandale defense off. Number 53 for the Indians, Michael Ibanez with the tackle. Great read, 4th and long. Jefferson punting squad coming out.
Once again, Haley, the defense for Harlandale just stepping up, recognizing that the reverse was coming. The left side staying home, doing their job, making the stop, now forcing this 4th down.
So Jefferson going to punt it away here. Nice high punt for the Mustangs. Morin with the catch. Morin brought down finally a little bit of extracurriculars there. Morin brought out of bounds, I should say, around the 50-yard line. But everything's okay. Everyone's okay. Everyone's chill.
Yeah.
Morin's okay.
Yeah, Morin's
He's
fine.
up.
But Aiden Morin, very tough, to run that one out. But
nice high punt. Very, very nice kick there for the Mustangs. I think that was Godinez who's punted the ball a couple times earlier in the game. But nonetheless, Harlandale Indians offense is back out on the field. Sesto and Silva have been at it all night, and it looks like it's going to continue. Silva tries to run it up the middle, but great tackle there by Andrew Arredondo for the Mustangs. Good read there.
Yeah, one of the better solo tackles you will see on that play right there. Andrew Arredondo, a senior linebacker for the Mustangs, does a good job of wrapping up the very tough to wrap up Gio Silva.
Silva picks up one. It's going to be 2nd and 9. Sesto's got 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Silva's still bouncing around back and forth. As the Mustangs try to adjust their coverage. Sesto's going to keep it, tosses it up the middle, but great read there again for the Mustangs. John Fernandez was all over that. Sesto was able to quickly find John Gonzalez, but it's going to be about a loss of 2.
Yeah, they were at the Harlandale 49, and then now they're back at the they were at the Jefferson 49, now back at the Harlandale 49. So a couple yard loss there, but you know, this was a good opportunity for the Harlandale Indians to call the screenplay because the Mustangs did bring in the pressure on an all-out blitz. However, the play a little slow to develop, and they're the result of a loss of a couple of yards.
I think we're going to get another timeout here. I think the Indians this time want to chat it over, and we'll take a quick break with them. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
I have worked for Harlandale for 9 years. What makes my job special is knowing that the kids are getting a healthy and good meal to get them through the day. My kids come here. I have a 7th grader and an 11th grader, and my daughter graduated from McCullum High School in 2018.
Join Harlandale ISD cafeteria staff and be a crucial part of nourishing young minds. Apply today at harlandale.net/apply.
Come be a part of the Harlandale legacy.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
And we're back here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium. Harlandale took a quick timeout to chat through the approach here. 4 minutes, 28 seconds left here in the second quarter. Sesto is getting hunted down, looks long. Ball is picked off there by the Mustangs. Interception for John Fernandez. Still running up the sideline. Fernandez on his feet. Fernandez brought down around the 42, but that's going to be a pick for the Mustangs.
Wow, what a pick by the Mustangs, and what a tough throw that was for Sesto as he was running to his left, throwing across his body, across the field, into double coverage, and the Mustangs have a turnover.
Mustangs offense has really been the bright spot here tonight. The defense has been the bright spot tonight. We'll see if the offense is able to capitalize on some of that momentum. Plenty of time left here to punch one in before halftime. 4 minutes, 16 seconds left, and the Mustangs are set to receive the football to start the second half. So could be a very big momentum swing if Jefferson's able to punch one in.
The last 2 drives for the Indians resulted in scores, a touchdown and a field goal.
Urdiela's incomplete pass.
Oh, I had to get my binoculars to look at Randy Badillo Jr., number 44. I thought that was a lineman running downfield. That is a big boy.
It's a big dude. It's a big tight end there.
Yeah.
Second and 10 here for the Mustangs. Urdiales is going to run to his right. Ball almost picked off. It looked like there he was looking for Martinez Davis for the Mustangs, one of his receivers, but that's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, the defense putting a little bit of pressure on the quarterback, Aiden Urdiales, forcing him to throw it a little bit quicker probably than he wanted to, and it was a pretty crowded area that he threw to. So fortunately for the Mustangs, that pass not intercepted.
Yeah, it looked like someone got a hand on it. But again, that's just going to bring up 3rd and 10 here. 2 receivers on both sides. Urdiales is going to try to run it up the middle. Is not able to get anywhere thanks to the great read by Noel Alvarado. It's going to bring up a 4th down. And I'm not seeing any sort of movement from the Mustangs. So it looks like they're just based on field position where they're at. Looks like they're going to go for it.
Yeah, they feel like they're in Harlandale territory, and they feel like that they need to get something going on, and this could be something big for them if they can convert. If they do, in fact, choose to continue to go for it. But
yeah, I was going to say, they're taking a little bit of time. It looks like the coaches are chatting it over.
They do have 2 timeouts remaining, so I don't feel like they're going to be rushed. There's 12 seconds remaining on the game clock, or excuse me, the play clock, and they do want to talk it over.
You're going to talk it over. We'll take a quick break. Then we'll bring you the rest of the second quarter. Stick with us.
So you can do it then, right? I mean, you don't have to do it right now. I just wanted to see. Are we talking over this? 7 Cents Media, apologize for that. 7 Cents Media, if their work looks familiar to you, it's because it's Isaiah, Sebastian, Arissa Castro. Those are the same members on our team. So we thank them. They do a great job for us, and that's their other gig. And we want to make sure that you guys know that they are available to do any kind of work, whether it's a documentary, whether it is a wedding, a quinceañera. Contact them, 7 Cents Media. If you don't know how to get a hold of them, that's their website. We'll play them again later on, but you can always reach out to us, and we'll be happy to connect you guys to Isaiah, Sebastian, Castro.
So 3 minutes, 15 seconds left here. 4th and 10. The Mustangs, again, in Harlandale Indian territory, they're going to go for it. Urdiales is going to pitch it out to Michael Behar. Behar was looking for John Fernandez, but I do see a flag on the field. So we'll see what the call, excuse me, I see multiple flags on the field.
Well, that's going to be an interesting call here as the receiver all the way down the field. I don't know if there was much contact there.
Right.
But credit to the Mustangs for putting together a good old halfback pass.
Right.
You don't see those too often.
We'll get the call here.
Defensive pass interference.
Ooh.
25. 15-yard penalty with an automatic.
And that's going to be a big first down for the Mustangs. We have defensive pass interference. A little too much action with John Fernandez, who was on the receiving end of that one. So that's going to bring up a first down, put the Mustangs again in even better field position, as they are going to maintain possession of the football at the 27.
So a new set of downs, and the Mustangs deep in Harlandale territory.
Handoff up the middle. Pickup of about 4 for the Mustangs. That was Michael Behar on the carry. Clock still running here, 2 minutes, 53 seconds left.
Jefferson's number 40, Jaden Alvarez on the carry, brings up 2nd down.
Just want to answer a question here from Chris Silva. What grade is number 9? I'm assuming you're asking about the Harlandale Indians number 9. That's Michael Henderson. He is a senior for the Indians. And welcome Victor Alvarez. You're right, he is a big dude.
Urdiales with the quick little pass out to the right-hand side, but again, the Indians are all over it. Great read there. I believe that was by number 32 for the Harlandale Indians, David Delgado. As that's going to bring up third down and 6 for the Mustangs.
They did get a couple of yards on that play, but again, been saying this all night, the Indians with good coverage, playing tight, and not giving up big plays. In fact, I think the biggest play they gave up, I think, was that pass interference.
Pass interference, yeah, pass interference play. But we've reached the 2-minute mark. We'll take a quick break with them. You're watching high school football on our Ski Audio Sports.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of a light, 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 light.
And we're back here after the 2-minute warning in the second quarter. Jefferson has the football, 3rd and 6, trying to punch it into the end zone, but it's not looking likely thanks to the defense of the Harlandale Indians. Great read there by, I think that was Isaac Perez for the Indians. And that's going to bring up 4th and 6.
Yeah, the play automatically lost a lot of its momentum in the beginning with just a high snap, as Urdiales had to jump in the air to get that, as messing with the timing of the play, and then therefore causing a loss of 4 yards, where the Mustangs were getting ready to do maybe make some moves to make a first down.
Yeah, and again, the Mustangs, I think it's important to note, trying to punch it in, if they could get some sort of points on the board, they're going to get the ball back to start the second half. So again, would be a really big momentum shift here if Jefferson's able to punch it in. But the Harlandale defense has looked really, really good tonight, Bobby. Again, we had that one pass interference, that defensive pass interference. But outside of that, they've played this game very tight, very clean.
Yeah, they played really great contained. They've not allowed any big plays for the Mustangs, and they've given Urdiales pressure anytime he's looking to throw the football. Even when they've ran a couple of plays, unconventional plays, where maybe the halfback pass or even the reverse, the Indians have been prepared for that, and they've stayed home, they stayed in their spots, and reading the football very well and attacking as a group.
It's 4th down.
Jefferson's going to go for it here on 4th and 6 again in Harlandale territory. Going to roll the dice. Urdiales tries to go for a little bit of a floater pass, but way short. So that's going to be a turnover on downs for the Mustangs. Harlandale's going to gain possession of the football right around the 27.
Yeah, Urdiales had, pretty decent amount of time there, but I don't think Harlandale was given much pressure. They're playing a little bit more of a prevent defense right there, just preventing any type of really big play, and Urdiales could not get it to his receiver.
So Harlandale going to get the football, 1 minute, 40 seconds left to go. We'll see what they try to do here. 2-minute drill. Says throw with 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. And I see the flag flying. There is a late hit there. They're going to say false start on the offense. Weezar got trucked there.
Yeah, he did.
After the whistle, it seemed like.
You know, when you're going full speed and, 100 miles an hour, you're already there, and it's just hard to put the brakes. And, the officials are there. They're there. They're really experienced, and they know what they're doing there. And, sometimes there's just some things that you just cannot control. And unfortunately, when you're going 100 miles an hour, you can't stop on a dime.
Right. So that's going to bring up 1st and 15. Hang on. I think we might have another something. I was going to say timeout, but I don't think so. Let's see. Getting a little bit of a conversation here. Oh, resetting the clock. So we got 1 minute, 40 seconds left. There we go.
Thank you.
Sesto is able to find one of his receivers, Herrera, who's able to pick up about 4.
Did he get out of bounds? No, he didn't.
I don't think he did. Clock is still running. 1 minute, 27 seconds left here. Harlandale in a little bit of a hurry-up offense. Sesto rolling out to his left. Short pass. I believe it was brought in by Huizar, but they're going to spot it just short of a first down. A 3rd and literally an inch. Hang on, and then we're getting... they're going to finally... Okay, they're going to move the chains. There we go. I was going to say, I don't know where that ball was spotted. That's kind of a crazy one.
You got great eyesight.
58 seconds left here. Again, Harlandale trying to hurry up, see what they can do. Sesto rolls to his right. Still looking for someone, makes a man miss. Sesto, though, stays on his feet, still running, is finally brought down just short of the first down. 39 seconds left. Time is ticking, but Harlandale takes a timeout. We'll keep it right here. Just give you guys a little bit of an announcement at halftime. If you haven't watched any of our streams before, we do keep all the action live here. Bring both bands' performances to you. So stay tuned. Don't turn it off. There's going to be a band performance, I believe, for both bands tonight. I think there's some homecoming festivities as well.
Yeah. So Jefferson has their band that will play their entire halftime show. But yes, you're right. I forgot for just a moment that tonight is homecoming here, where the Harlandale Indians will celebrate homecoming. So more than likely, you'll have a little bit of band, but usually they'll end up...
Cut it short a little bit.
Cut it short, but we'll have a full performance after the game. So, but yeah, halftime, always a fun time here. But also, Thomas Jefferson has a really good band always, every year.
Yeah. They came down from the stands several minutes ago and are lined up, ready to roll here. As we see the Indians offense come back out on the field, 40 seconds left here in this first half. Indians up 9-0, trying to see if they can get some more points on the board before halftime. Sesto takes the snap, has to roll out, but is sacked big time by number 88 from the Mustangs, Adam Wynn.
Wynn, that's a huge sack there. No more timeouts for Harlandale. The clock will continue to go down with 23-20. I don't know if they want to spike it and put something in or just be content being up by 9 going into the halftime break. But that pressure really came. Sesto, even on that previous pass play, the play where Sesto decided to scramble and run it, look downfield. I mean, maybe one man open down the field, but he was already running. He wasn't going to have enough time to set his body and throw it. So wisely he ran it, but this time the Mustangs able to get him down.
Right. Well, that's going to do it here for the first half. Harlandale Indians up 9-0, but the Mustangs going to get the ball to start the second half. Again, keep it here with us. We're going to bring you the band performances here after. I don't know. I think we'll keep it here. Actually, we can. We'll take one quick break and then we'll bring you the performances of the band. But thank you for watching. Stick with us. You're watching the halftime show on RC Audio Sports.
I want to thank Yvette Diaz for joining the sponsorship team this year. Yvette Diaz, owner of Soul Rose Medicare and Legacy. Give her a call, 210-861-9374. She can help you put together whatever you need, whether it's you're needing some private insurance, needing Medicare, anything that you have questions about, she can help you with. Make sure you give her a call. Call Yvette Diaz, 210-861-9374.
The San Antonio Independent School District has the resources, the staff, and the schools to take your inspiration and make it a reality. No matter where you live, what language you speak, or where you want to go, SAISD will get you there. Register now at saisd.net/enroll or call 210-554-2660.
I've been working for Harlandale for 23 years. I'm the first person they see, and I like to work with kids. Here at Harlandale, we're a team. And when it comes to delivering the kids safely to school, we all work together and we accomplish the mission.
Join Harlandale ISD as a bus driver and become a vital part of our education community. Enjoy a fulfilling career with competitive pay starting at $19 an hour. Apply today at harlandale.net/apply.
Come be a part of the Harlandale legacy.
From the beautiful and historic campus of Thomas Jefferson High School, we proudly present the showcase of Jefferson High School spirit and pride, featuring the mighty Mustang Band and the world-famous Thomas Jefferson Lassos. Ladies and gentlemen, Thomas Jefferson High School is proud to present for your halftime entertainment the world-famous Lasso Rope and Dance Team. Tonight's performance will be a skirt routine to the song September. Your 2025-2026 Lasso officers are Dance Captain Jacqueline Casiano, Rope Captain Adera Nalabanco, Major Talia Morin. This week's Lasso Girl of the Week is Dulce Hernandez. The Lassos are under the direction of Miss Ana Leal. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Mustang Band Section of the Week, the Woodwinds. Band Member of the Week is Gibran Martinez. Rookie of the Week is Christian Nunez. Color Guard Member of the Week is Ashley Perez. And now, under the direction of drum majors Isaac Garcia and Brian Torres, the Mighty Mustang Band proudly presents Act 1, 2, and 3 of their 2025 UIL Marching Show, Empire State of Mind. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime! Jefferson band staff is Jonathan Mireles, Brennan Winter, Jesse Cuella. Color guard instructor
That
Susie
was
Guzman.
the Jefferson Mustang Band. Incredible performance by the Mustang Band there. Now we're going to be doing I believe the homecoming ceremony or some of the homecoming awards here for the Harlandale Indians. Just wanted to check in, stick with us. About 15 minutes left before we get back to the football, but homecoming awards and homecoming ceremony coming up here soon.
Join the legacy today and become a teacher for Harlandale ISD. Here at Harlandale, we offer many benefits for you and your family, competitive pay, and a starting salary for teachers of $58,000. We offer teacher stipends for teaching bilingual classes, coaching, special education, and more. Here at Harlandale, we are inspiring our students to be the change. Join us today and make a difference tomorrow. Apply now at harlandale.net/apply.
The San Antonio Independent School District has the resources, the staff, and the schools to take your inspiration and make it a reality. No matter where you live, what language you speak, or where you want to go, SAISD will get you there. Register now at saisd.net/enroll or call 210-554-2660.
Representing JROTC, Monica Cantu and Tristan Regalado. Representing Cuba, Sidney Castillo and Antonio Del Santos. Representing the class of 2026, Giada Navaida, escorted by JROTC cadet Jacob Vigil. And Alexandria Nieto, escorted by JROTC cadet Josiah Guzman. Representing dance, Tatiana Sandoval, escorted by JROTC cadet John Ramos. Representing cross country, Anissa Macias, escorted by JROTC cadet Giovanni Cubillos. Athletic trainers, Meadow Granado, escorted by JROTC cadet Jesus Arredondo. Representing the FEP squad, Savannah Salcedo, escorted by JROTC cadet Ernesto De La Rosa. Ladies and gentlemen, I present this year's homecoming court. This year's homecoming duchess is Norma Mendiola. This year's homecoming duke is Antonio Del Santo. This year's homecoming princess is Anissa Macias. This year's homecoming prince is Eduardo Robledo. At this time, we would like to welcome back last year's homecoming queen and king. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this year's homecoming king is Devin DeLuna. This year's homecoming queen is Avery Quintel. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to present to you this year's homecoming court. Let's give them a loud round of applause. The Student Council would like to thank all of our administrators, sponsors, and contestants for being a part of tonight's ceremony. A big thank you to all parents and guardians for all of the support provided for your students. And last but not least, a huge thank you to the Harlandale High School JRTC Saber Guard. Without all, this event would not be possible. Mr. Belmares would like to also thank his student council members for their hard work. You're the best. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. This concludes our homecoming festivities. We look forward to next year's ceremony. One more time, a big round of applause to everyone who participated. Ladies and gentlemen, as we get prepared for the second, have a quick announcement that the $1 Million Band from Indialand will be performing after the game. Once again, your Harlandale band.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light. You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
The San Antonio Independent School District has the resources, the staff, and the schools to take your inspiration and make it a reality. No matter where you live, what language you speak, or where you want to go, SAISD will get you there. Register now at saisd.net/enroll or call 210-554-2660.
I've been working for Harlandale for 23 years. I'm the first person they see, and I like to work with kids. Here at Harlandale, we're a team. And when it comes to delivering the kids safely to school, we all work together and we accomplish the mission.
Join Harlandale ISD as a bus driver and become a vital part of our education community. Enjoy a fulfilling career with competitive pay starting at $19 an hour. Apply today at harlandale.net/apply.
Come be a part of the Harlandale legacy.
And how they're there to help people in need. And then they end up hitting the
And we are back here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium. Halftime is just wrapping up. Harlandale Indians up 9-0 on the Jefferson Mustangs. Jefferson gonna get the football to start this second half, Bobby, but first half, we saw a 21-yard touchdown run from Gio Silva. We saw a 21-yard field goal from Jose Luis Flores. But other than that, it's been like, I think defense has really been the big standout here so far.
Yeah, defense has really done on both sides a pretty decent job, even only allowing the Harlandale Indians to score 10 points in the first half for the Mustangs defense there. Being that they scored 61 points last week against the Addison Golden Bears. So one of the strong points for the Mustangs, I think, right now has been their defense. If it had not been for a big run by Giovanni Silva for that 21-yard touchdown, and then, of course, a pretty decent field goal there by Jose Luis Flores. Other than that, I mean, that's really all the action that we had offensively in the first half. But the Harlandale defense, again, has been doing a really good job. And we've said Michael Henderson's name a few times. We've said a few other names as well. But for the most part, this has been a defensive game. But I know that both of these two teams took full advantage of going into the locker room, reassessing, and making some adjustments. So when the Mustangs take the field, we'll see what they do.
Yeah, and I mean, the Mustang defense also, again, for a Harlandale team that put up, 60-plus points last week, Mustang defense did a great job of holding the Indians to 9 points. There was a nice pick there from John Fernandez, one of the junior defensive backs here. Late in the second quarter, the Mustangs weren't quite able to capitalize and turn that into points. But, again, great defense on the Mustang side of the football as well. Again, Mustangs are going to get the ball to start this second half. So we'll see what adjustments they're going to make in order to try to, get some points on the board. So far, I feel like it's been a pretty even air and ground attack for both teams, Bobby.
Yeah, and hey, Haley, talking about the Mustangs defense, one of the things is that Sesta has been very comfortable as of late throwing the football primarily to Christian Weezar and even Braylon Tovar.
Yeah.
But haven't seen much of that in the evening. I feel like Sesto's been pressured a lot.
Yeah.
Forced out of the pocket, forced to make some throws that maybe I don't know if he really wanted to make those throws. But usually the offensive line has done a really good job of protecting him. And I think right now the Mustangs have done a really good job of making it difficult for the Harlandale Indians offensive line to protect Sesto right now.
Yeah, Sesto, he's been pressured. We've seen him have to be forced to roll out of the pocket a couple of times as we see both teams running out of their tunnels. Mustangs take the field. Harlandale Indians are retaking the field. Again, both teams probably did some reassessment at halftime. Hear the crowd getting into it here. So again, Mustangs will get the football to start the second half. Uridales, the quarterback for the Mustangs. Again, been relatively contained. Good pressure there. Good pressure in the first half from the Harlandale Indians. We've seen Martinez Davis try to run the ball a couple times. We've seen Uridales try to find his tight end, Randy Badillo Jr., a couple of times. We've seen John Fernandez actually run a couple of routes, again, late there in the second quarter. But other than that, the Mustang offense has been relatively contained thanks to the Harlandale defense. So, again, we will see what the Mustangs are going to adjust headed into the second half here. But Harlandale is set to kick off to get this second half started. Jose Luis Flores with the kick. Last time we saw him kick, he sailed it all the way through the end zone. So we'll see what Luis Flores has to get this second half started.
Yeah, and before we get to that second half, Haley, just want to mention that Caleb had a question. He wanted to know what grade number 44 for Jefferson is on, and number 44, that is Badillo.
Freshman.
Randy Badillo, yeah, he's a freshman. But with that, just thank you, all of you, for joining us on our stream and being interactive with us. That's always an extra layer that we enjoy. I don't know of very many that will allow you to do that. But as long as you guys keep it clean, we're cool.
Which we have so far.
Otherwise, Bello will have to put you in timeout.
So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs to get this second half started. Mustangs at the 25. So we see the big offensive line make their way out onto the field here. Dallas has a couple of receivers to both sides. He's going to hand it off up the middle.
Yeah, that was good team tackling. This time they came out in that I formation, and a good job by the linebacking core. Noel Alvarado, one of the ones on the stops.
Dallas rolls to his right, was looking for Badillo, but good defense there by the Indians. Pass was poked away. Also good pressure on Dallas. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, good defensive effort for the Harlandale Indians, as you mentioned, Haley. And, there was a little bit of contact, but that, I feel, happened right when the ball was getting to the hands of Badillo. So no flags there, but incompletion nonetheless.
Yeah, again, good defense by the Indians. 20 seconds left here on the play clock. Dallas. He's got 3 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. He's his tight end, Badillo, on the left. But he's going to take the snap, immediately roll out to the right, looks long, and he's going to get his receiver down to the 20, down to the 10. That's a touchdown for the Mustangs, who are back in business. John Fernandez with the catch.
Wow, what a throw, what a catch, what a route. Uriales just let it fly. He knew his receiver was running a route down the sideline, and he made connection with him. That is a huge touchdown.
And again, Fernandez with the touchdown. It looked
71 yards.
71-yarder for Fernandez, again, who they tried to find him for a big play late in the second quarter, but it ended up being defensive pass interference, so weren't able to get it to him, but they do this time. The kick is good there for Ronaldo Perez Mendez, and that's going to get the Mustangs on the board. 7-9. Harlandale still in control, but Mustangs strike back quick. We'll take a quick break with them. You're watching RC Audio Sports. And we are back here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium after an explosive 71-yard touchdown from Uriales to Fernandez for the Mustangs. Mustangs struck back quickly, Bobby. It took them about 37 seconds to get that touchdown on the board.
Yeah, they came out with a purpose. You talked about halftime. You talked about some adjustments and a reassessment. And it looks like the Mustangs did some homework during halftime, found a vulnerability on the Indians' defense, and went after it.
So Harlandale get the ball back, get a chance to respond to that quick touchdown. The return there for Huizar, where he's brought down just around the 20. Yeah, he's brought down right around the 27. So decent return for the Indians, but we'll see what Sesto and Silva and the rest of this Harlandale Indians offense is going to do. Again, relatively contained in the first half, outside of the 21-yard touchdown run from Gio Silva. So again, we'll see what adjustments they're going to make to bounce back, and let's see what the Indians have in store.
Yeah, I just want to highlight what Chris Silva said. That pass was like a pro and absolutely on a dime.
Handoff to Silva up the middle. He's brought down right away by number 88, Adam Wynn, who had that big sack to send the Indians to halftime. So Wynn is here to win, they might say.
And guess, you know, what this kind of reminds me of, this tempo here, reminds me of the fourth quarter of last year's ball game at Alamo Stadium when the Harlandale Indians on the very last drive scored to win the ball game.
Blitz immediately coming in. Sesto is going to run it himself. Hurdles a man. Runs out around the 35, but there is a flag in the backfield here.
Yeah, you called it, Haley. There was some movement from the defense, and I think Sesto noticed that free play. So they might want to decline this because I think he's going to get more than 5 yards on this carry.
I think he is as well. I think it should be, I want to say about an 8-yard pickup, but our referees are chatting it over.
But yeah, the right end got a little bit of an early start.
Yeah, so that you're spot on, Bobby. Offsides, penalty declined.
You know, Haley, learn a little bit watching a little bit of football here and there.
So Harlandale lines up 2 receivers to Sesto's left, 1 to his right. And we get a whistle here. Sesto looking for the play call. I think they're trying to maybe get someone to bounce on the hard count, but Mustangs stay still. Sesto is going to take it himself, runs it up the middle, still on his feet, and he's going to pick up the first down, move the chains, and great blocking there, led by, I believe that was James Maldonado up the middle, created some space for Sesto.
6-yard pickup there for Sesto, but more importantly for the Indians, they get the first down, Haley.
Silva fakes. Sesto takes it himself. He'll pick up about 3. So Indians trying to maintain some tempo here.
The one thing that's important for the Indians as they move this football is they're going in the right direction.
Right.
They're not taking steps back. They may not be big plays, but they're enough. Don't have to get all the yards in one play.
So yeah, so Sesto's looking around. He has Silva next to him again. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Fakes the handoff to Silva, is looking downfield for Herrera, who catches it, brings it in. Big first down for the Indians, and what a snag there by Eli Herrera for the Indians.
Eli Herrera able to make the catch, and Sesto, I guess, just needed a little bit of motivation there from Uriales, who had a huge play just a moment ago and a big one here for the Indians.
Again, Indians keeping up tempo. Same thing, little screen pass to the outside to Huizar. He's still on his feet somehow, and still on his feet. Tovar tosses him forward for another extra yard or 2. That's going to be another first down for the Indians, who are playing with pace.
There you go, and Huizar just took a huge hit. He even bounced back a couple of yards after that hit and went forward about 4 more.
He had to recharge. Sesto looking for a little pass in the corner, just a bit long, was looking for Tovar.
And, you know, Haley, that's been a play action fake where they kind of slowly fake the handoff, trying to draw the defense inside, and maybe get a beat on the defender on the corner of the end zone, but Sesto just not able to get it to his receiver.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple times. Sesto just overthrowing his receiver by a little bit. I mean, if he's able to take a little bit off of it, it's going to be a touchdown for the Indians. Great route there by Tovar. Handoff up the middle to Silva. Again, still on his feet. Finally brought down close to the 8-yard line. It's going to be, should be a first down and first and goal for the Indians.
Silva again just showing you how it's done, running the football, the offensive line being able to open up a hole and Silva get through it just shy of the first down.
Oh yeah, just shy of the first down. They're going to give it to Silva again, who was brought down relatively quickly. Good read there by the Mustangs, Michael Rodriguez.
Oh, it's going to bring up a fourth down.
It's going to bring up 4th and 1. I do believe the field goal unit's coming out. We saw Jose Luis Flores getting warmed up here for the second half, was nailing them from the 35-yard line.
Yeah. And here from the 15, so a 25-yarder.
Snap, the hold, the kick. Good for Jose Luis Flores. 2 for 2 on the night. So Indians not able to punch it in, but able to get some points on the board. Harlandale still in the lead, 12-7. We will take a quick break with them. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
And welcome back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. Indians kicking it off to start the second half. Very long kick there for Harlandale. The Indians bring, I think that's Michael Behar down at the 25-yard line. There is a flag on the field, so we'll wait to see what the penalty is. But Indians just wrapped up a 10-play, about 3.5-minute, 49-yard drive, capped off by a 25-yard, field goal by Jose Luis Flores. But I'm seeing a couple of flags here on the field, so let's see what the call is. I didn't see anything, Bobby, so I don't have any guesses here, but
usually right in that part of the field, maybe an illegal block.
Mm-hmm.
Or a hold.
A hold.
But hey, Jose Luis Flores, should the Harlandale Indians win this game, could quite be considered for player of the game, offensive player of the game.
Yeah. He's nailed both of his field goals.
And
put
on
6 points on the board.
On the Mustang side, that's still a close game.
John Hernandez. So the legal block in the back is the penalty there.
They said the kicking team.
Yeah.
Probably meant.
I was going to say, they went in the opposite direction
Yeah.
of the kicking team. But nevertheless, Mustangs back out on the field looking to pick up exactly where they left off, which was with a 71-yard touchdown from John Fernandez. They hand the ball off up the middle right to Marnez Davis. Davis is able to pick up about 3. It's going to bring up second and 7. Or excuse me, should be 2nd and 5.
Yes. But a good surge there from the Mustangs offense. They are still feeling that momentum. And even holding the Harlandale Indians at 3 points is worthy enough.
Yeah, not bad there. As see a little bit of movement. Only one receiver on the outside for Urdiales. They're going to hand it off to Davis again, who's going to find some space around the corner. Falls forward. Not going to be a first down, but a good little pickup there by Davis.
Yeah, and
actually, it does look like they are moving the chains.
Yeah, Jonathan y Duarte, they're want to help make the stop, but again, Davis just able to get that first down and do what they're supposed to do. These last couple of drives for the Mustangs turning out to be good drives.
Mustangs kind of taking an opposite approach of the Indians, playing with pace, playing a little bit slower. Handoff to Martinez. Davis up the middle again. Davis is able to pick up about 5, but the Mustangs not in that hurry up offense that we saw the Indians in a couple of minutes ago.
No reason to be in a hurry. They only trail by 1 score.
Right.
There's plenty of time here. 6 o'clock. They like what they did on their last drive. They like their momentum. They're moving the football. They started at their own 15 to start this drive, and they've had some pretty good plays here, and they're marching down the field. They're executing right now. So this is good for the Jefferson Mustangs. They are looking for their first win. They had a close game last week. Another close game here. They want to minimize their mistakes.
One receiver on each side. Handoff up the middle for the Mustangs. Again, another good run, just right up the gut. I'm trying to get a number there for you. I believe, let's see. I believe that was number 24, Michael Behar.
I'll take that one, Haley. That's my fault. I should be watching a little better.
We need double binoculars up here.
Oh.
First and 10, fresh set of downs for the Mustangs. Urdiales surveying the scene. Gonna fake the handoff, rolls out to his right. Short little pass, but brought down quickly by the Harlandale Indian defense. Number 46, Felix Moreno with the big tackle.
The Mustangs trying to catch the Indians on that nice little slow developing play action rollout pass, and Harlandale did a good job on the defensive side of staying home, not biting in, and minimizing any kind of gain there.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 8 for the Mustangs. A little bit of movement there from Jaden Aldente. Handoff. And Behar tries to find some space around the corner. Really isn't able to get an opening. So this is going to bring up 3rd and long here for the Mustangs.
Yeah, no gain there. Maybe.
I think they might have lost a yard.
Yeah, I think you're right. They lost 2 yards.
Right.
But these last few plays, the defense has certainly stepped it up. Running to the wide side of the field.
Right.
And defense for the Indians has been very well on the outside contained. It's in the middle of the field is kind of where the Mustangs have been successful.
Right. Trips to the left for Urdiales. He has one receiver to his right. He immediately rolls to his left, looks and is able to find his man, John Fernandez, who fakes out a few Indians, but not enough to pick up the first down before he's ran.
I don't know, Haley.
You think he made it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Some great yards after the catch there for John Fernandez, who's having himself a good game.
Some yaks for Fernandez.
Oh, wait. Maybe I'm wrong.
I was going to say, it looked like that ball was...
Well, the chain gang moved, and that's when I said...
They moved, but I maybe my eyes are deceiving me. I don't feel like I'm very tired. I swear.
No, I was like, well, wait a second. It's not very common that the chain gang moves that fast.
Yeah. To me, he was way short, but I don't know what I'm missing here.
Yeah.
I might have... Hey, they know what's going on.
Yeah, there you go. They want to talk about it.
Right.
Or was it Was it a timeout or was it an official timeout?
I don't know. They are having a conversation.
I think it's.
I thought he said official timeout.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right, well, let's catch up. How you doing?
I'm delightful. I'm tuning in on looking on my ESPN app. The Phoenix Mercury are playing the New York Liberty in the WNBA first round playoffs right now. Mercury are up, so I'm trying to stay relatively tuned in with the WNBA playoffs.
This is how talented Haley is. She's watching WNBA basketball and calling a football game.
It's called having ADHD.
Well, hopefully we can get some explanation here in just a moment. We're going to see what the officials have to say for us. As they're still
chatting. Both the officials went to each sideline, I think, to maybe explain what's going on. But again, we'll see what update we get. A little bit of confusion here.
Well, Haley, you might be right because they've got
They moved back to 4. Yeah, okay. There we go. I was like, I swear he was at least like 3 or 4 yards short.
I was thinking, Haley, what game are you watching? I'm looking at the chain gang. They're moving already.
So it's going to bring up 4th and 3. But it does look like the Mustangs are going to go for it. They're going to roll the dice here. If Harlandale is able to get a stop, this would be a massive turnover on downs for the Indians. A little bit of late scrambling here. We see the blitz from the Harlandale offense, but the first down and then some for the Mustangs. First down, John Fernandez move the chains for the Mustangs.
Fernandez has been big for the Mustangs, has most of their big plays of the evening, and that a very big play for the Mustangs on this drive.
And Harlandale tried to blitz Yuri Dallas, but by the time that happened, Fernandez was long gone with the ball. So first down, fresh set of downs for the Mustangs. Yuri Dallas is going to hand it off to Behar, who's still on his feet, able to pick up a handful of yards. 4-yard pickup for Behar.
So just, obviously everyone is watching here, but Behar got hit and wrapped at the 35.
Kept chugging.
Kept heading in the direction and got to the 39. That is some powerful running.
2nd and 6 for the Mustangs. The pitch out to Behar. Tries to find some space around the corner. Picks up about 2 yards, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for Jefferson.
This is a good drive here.
A very sustained drive.
For the Mustangs, excuse me.
Again, Jefferson taking the complete opposite approach of what we saw from Harlandale in the 3rd quarter. They are taking every second off the play clock. This is the 11th play of the drive. Got one receiver out to the left here for Yuri Dallas. I see a flag on the play. Immediate flag on the play. I think we're going to get a false start on the Mustangs. So that's going to bring the Mustangs back. It's going to be, instead of 3rd and 4, going to be 3rd and about 9. So different approach here for the Mustangs, but they just converted on a big 3rd down earlier, or excuse me, on a big 4th down just a minute ago. So Mustangs offense is still rolling here. Again, taking their time. Yuri Dallas is watching his coaches, going over, trying to see what the play call is.
Haley, you talked about this being the 11th play of the drive, and they've really hung on to this football for quite some time. They're on 6 minutes as well.
Yeah, long drive here for the Mustangs. Yuri Dallas rolls to the right. The ball is loose, intercepted for the Harlandale Indians. And he was trying to hit Badillo. The ball bounced out of Badillo's hands. Bounced out of Badillo's hands into Aiden Morin's hands. Interception, Morin, Harlandale Indian football.
As they say, tip drill, you know, when the ball is tipped and Aiden Morin comes up big for the Indians. First of all, getting the Indians off, the defense off the football field as they were going down with a 6-minute, 20-second drive already. And the Mustangs just seemed to have been getting a lot of momentum on this drive. Well, Aiden Morin just killed that momentum. And let's see if the Harlandale Indian offense can pick up from there.
Sesto back out on the field here. She got two receivers to his right. And again, we see the switch that we saw earlier in the game as the Indians are going to take the football, still running. Gabriel Salazar with the run. Salazar, big first down pickup. And we saw that same play, I think it was in the second quarter, Bobby, when Sesto and Salazar
motioned.
Yeah, went into motion. Same thing happened in the second quarter. Salazar ran it. I don't remember if it was for a first down, but we're going to get a timeout, I believe, on the field. We will take a super quick break with them. You're watching RC Audio Sports.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
And we are back here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium. We have the Harlandale Indians offense chatting through, hey, how are we going to spend this next 1 minute, 11 seconds, or how are we going to try to punch this one in, you know, open up the lead a little bit.
It's just a 5-point game,
right.
So one score
in either direction,
can change a lot.
Indians line up. The handoff to Salazar, still on his feet, finding some space around the outside. Salazar to the 10. Touchdown, Indians.
Oh boy, what a run there by Salazar as he was able to find some room along the sideline, and the Indians given a different look there with Gabriel Salazar in at back to get in. Oh wait, is it coming back?
Hang on.
Oh, fix the lights. No.
I think it's coming back.
It is coming back.
It's coming back. So, nothing there for the Indians.
Oh, boy.
That's a tough one.
That is a tough one. As the Harlandale Indians were, well, I mean, he did have a wide lane, and if holding is the call,
Right. So that's going to bring up, looks like 1st and 9 for the Indians. Sesto fakes the handoff, looking for his man on the outside. He's going to get him. That's going to be a catch there. Huizar is able to bring that one in.
No,
they've called that off.
That was a real close one. I think he left his feet, and when he came down, he did not come down in bounds, and therefore incomplete.
Yeah, incomplete pass there from Sesto to Huizar. It's going to bring up same thing, 2nd and 9. Excuse me, 2nd and 10. Two receivers to the right for Sesto. He has Silva in the backfield with him. Fake his handoff to Silva. Ball is tipped away there by the Mustangs. That was Andrew Arredondo with the tip. Got excited, kind of felt like he might have been able to snag that one, and that's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Indians.
So the Indians had a couple of big plays here.
Right.
One brought back for a holding call. and then a pass, to Weezar, and
yeah, pass incomplete to Weezar.
Yeah, incomplete as he landed out of bounds.
Sesto fakes a handoff to Silva. Is looking up the middle, was trying to hit Weezar again, but just a little bit too much zip on it, so it's going to bring up a 4th and long now. I mentioned it earlier, Bobby. I think they're going to go for it, but Jose Luis Flores was not drilling field goals this far, but almost, and there we go. I might have jinxed it here. Yeah, Jose Luis Flores out on the field here. It does. I can't tell if they're...
Oh, yeah, he's going to punt it.
Yeah, he's going to punt it. Okay. Thought he was going for it. I was like,
yeah, that could have been probably would be about a 52-yarder.
Yeah, it'd be a long one. Play clock expires. I think the Indians are going to take the delay of game here.
Offense, 5-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
He's going to replay the 4th down. John Fernandez set back to receive, who has had a pick. He's had a 71-yard touchdown. So Fernandez looking to continue to make an impact in this game. Again, back in the end zone, waiting for the kick from Jose Luis Flores.
Probably not a bad penalty to take at the moment.
No.
Jose Luis Flores certainly has the leg to get the ball deep. Just makes it a little bit easier.
The snap, kick to Flores. Nice high kick. Great Harlandale bounce.
Do they keep it out of the end zone?
No, they don't.
But I'm pretty impressed with Jose Luis Flores' leg.
Yeah. Strong leg there from Luis Flores, but that's going to bounce into the end zone. So the Mustangs going to get the ball at the right at the 25.
Mustangs ball 1st down and 10. Ball at the 20-yard line.
Excuse me, at the 20-yard line. And again, it's a one-score game. Still, Bobby, only 33 seconds left here in this 3rd quarter. Indians up by 5, but again, one touchdown could change everything.
And you saw what Jefferson was doing on the last drive before that interception. They were moving the football pretty effectively on the ground and in the air.
The handoff to Davis.
Apologize for that one, Haley.
Yeah, he was stuffed up the middle. Nowhere to go for Davis. 20 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if the Mustangs want to try to run one more play or if they're going to wait this one out.
Almost a kamikaze there.
And it looks like they're going to wait this one out. And that is going to do it for, let's see, the 3rd quarter. So after 3, Indians still up 12-7, but we're headed into a big 4th quarter. This is anybody's ball game. Stick with us. We will be right back.
You're here, and we love that you're here. Despite all the hardships that we have faced, you've overcome them. Now that you're back, let's dream big. You have big ideas, big plans, and we have the teachers, coaches, faculty, and resources to make those big things happen. So come to class every day and let's do this together. This school year, your school year, is just beginning. From everyone at San Antonio ISD, let's dream big together.
And we are back here with the 4th quarter at Harlandale Memorial Stadium. Harlandale up 12-7, but the Mustangs have the football, Bobby, and if their last drive, or excuse me, this drive looks anything like their last drive, Indians might be in a little bit of trouble here. We see the Jefferson Band and the Jefferson Spirit Squad getting into it.
Oh, yeah, this is a close game, so we're happy to have you on with us.
Oh, misdirection here. Your Dallas is just going to jump on it. That's going to bring the Mustangs all the way back inside the 5. A little bit of miscommunication. Snap went off earlier than expected. Yuri Dallas was still trying to call the play. And now the Mustangs are in a little bit of trouble. Lost about, 15 yards on that play.
Yeah, Haley, you know, we were talking about Jefferson getting ready to make a decent drive here. But now this changes a lot. This allows Harlandale to be maybe a little bit more aggressive on defense here. That miscommunication between center and quarterback is that important.
So lots of receivers out for Yuri Dalles. He's going to look to the right, looks deep, good ball, no good. Fernandez wanting some pass interference, but nothing from the ref here on the sideline. It's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Mustangs.
Yeah, Haley, and that was really good coverage by Aiden Morin.
So we got some subs here for the Mustangs. Say again, have 3rd and very long. I believe it's 3rd and 22 for the Mustangs. And they're actually, 4th. That punt might have been blocked.
Perhaps maybe it got a hand on it, but what a stop for the Indians, and it all happened because of that bad snap.
Yeah, so Mustangs, couple costly mistakes forced the Mustangs to kick the football away. So after that, Harlandale is going to take over. Great field position for the Indians. They get the ball right at the 14-yard line. And Harlandale is going to have a chance to make this a 2-score ball game here pretty early in the 4th quarter. Harlandale with the handoff to Silva. Silva finds some room around the outside, still on his feet, hits him with a spin move. Great run by Gio Silva. We've seen him do it all game. It's going to bring up 2nd down. Good little 6-yard pickup there by Gio.
Giovanni Silva, of course, we mentioned not too long ago that he was last week's Offensive Player of the Game. He's had a few big runs here.
Sesto gets a play call. Gets it over to his team. Only has one receiver out to his left. They do the switch they've been doing all game. Salazar is going to take it on his own with the little hezzy. Punches it in inside the 5.
Hey, I'm impressed with the blocking of Sesto. He led the way and sealed off his block. Gave Salazar probably another 2 or 3 yards because of it. And now they're sitting in pretty good position here inside the 5.
It's going to bring up 3rd down for the Indians again. Sesto, hang on. We're seeing some conversations again from the referees here.
Hard to believe we're in the 4th quarter already, Haley.
Right.
It's been a tight ball game. You know, at some point I thought, you know, one of the teams would break out, and just when you thought there was like been a costly turnover on either team, both teams.
Sesto's gonna take, he handed it off. I can't tell if he gave it to Silva or took it himself.
I think he rode with him for a few yards and ended up keeping it.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say now, yep, Sesto does have the football still. Trying to see where that ball got spotted. I think it's spotted right at the 2-yard line.
Which should be enough for 1st down,
Correct.
so which would make it 1st and goal from the 2.
Let's see. Hang on. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, first and goal for the Indians, fresh out of downs. Clock's just about to hit the 9-minute mark here. Now we see Silva back, Good defense there by the Mustangs. No movement, nothing there for Harlandale. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
So a few more opportunities here for Harlandale, and boy, this could really be something huge for the Indians if they can get in. However, how big would this be if the Mustangs can get a stop here, a goal line stance?
The handoff to Silva, trying to find his way up the middle. Silva's able to break one tackle. He's able to gain maybe a yard or two.
Halo, this time the Harlandale Indians came in and Sesso went under center, where usually he's at shotgun, right? So this time he was under center, trying to maybe use a little bit more leverage.
Right.
And, handed the ball off to Silva, but Silva kept those legs moving. That's exactly what you teach your running backs is don't stop your legs. You keep those moving. And because of that, he gained a yard instead of losing a couple.
Two receivers on the right-hand side, one on the left. Motion for the Indians. Sesto rolls to the right, looking for his man. Ball's tipped away. No good. John Fernandez again on both sides of the football for the Mustangs. And now Harlandale is going to have to make a choice here. It does look like they're bringing out the field goal unit. So Jose Luis Flores with the chance to go 3 for 3.
You mentioned Fernandez on the defensive side, Haley. He's been everywhere, as you mentioned, on the offensive side and on the defensive side. And a lot of pressure here on this here for Jose Luis Flores.
The snap, the kick, right through the uprights.
Did I say pressure?
Yeah, no. Jose Luis Flores doesn't know what pressure is. Another field goal for Jose Luis Flores, and we're going to keep it here while we give you some information on some of our sponsors.
Presidio Concrete. They are who you want to call if you need to pour some concrete, whether it's a brand new build, foundation, whether you're trying to build a business and you need something there. Presidio Concrete, you can give those guys a call. They've been in business since 2021, and they've done a lot of work. You'll be happy with what they've done. So give them a call if you need anything. Also, we want to thank Southway Ford, Mac Hike Southway Ford. They're on I-35 South. They are there for you. If you need a new vehicle, you need a used vehicle, give them a call. We want to thank Anthony Martinez as well as David Benavides for being on our sponsorship team. So thank you very much.
So Harlandale Indians up 15-7 in the fourth quarter here. 7 minutes, 29 seconds left. Still technically a one-score game.
Yeah.
We could tie it up. The Mustangs could tie it up with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
We think about that, Haley, as they punted the ball away just the previous possession, right, where they could have went for it, putting the Mustangs in good field position if they didn't get it, but then they decided to punt the football and walk away.
Yeah.
But then, make a drive here, come away with 3 points. But we're in for a tight ball game.
We are. Jose Luis Flores with the kick. Behar and Fernandez set back to receive. And looks like it's going to go into the end zone. Jose Luis Flores.
Lots of bodies flying on the field.
Bodies flying everywhere. Do you see a flag on the field? Let's see. We'll see what the call is there.
Haley, a lot of the special teams players, not all of them, but a lot of them, that might be their only assignment for the evening.
Right.
So that's your time to shine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, a lot of times you see a lot of big hits, right, going through there because, hey, this is my time to play.
This is it.
So, yeah, we saw some bodies flying over here, but unfortunately for them or for whomever this may be on, there are some flags on the field.
Right.
Thank you for sticking with us here on this beautiful Friday night as the evenings are not as hot.
Got a holding call by the receiving team. So that call is going to work in favor of the Indians. Call is going to be spotted at the 15 as opposed to the 25. And which makes it that much harder for the Mustangs to punch it in. But again, we saw an explosive 71-yard touchdown from the Mustangs earlier in this football game. So they are not shying away from this being a close ball game.
Yeah, they've shown that they're able to sustain a drive as well.
Urdiales with the handoff up the middle to Davis.
Big.
Nothing.
Big stop.
I think that was the Patrick
68.
Nato for the Indians. Only a sophomore here on the varsity squad.
Yeah, he did a good job of penetrating, getting in the backfield. Maybe a loss of a yard. Down to the 14-yard line.
So 2nd and 11 here for the Mustangs. Mustangs need to get some points on the board. 6 minutes, 50 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
A lifetime.
Urdiales rolls to the right-hand side. He's looking for his man. A little bit of a high pass / awesome coverage there for the Indians. That was number 11, I believe, Morin, who has been excellent for the Indians all night long.
Yeah, he's punt returner for the Indians. He's done a good job of roaming and helping. Batted down a few passes already.
3rd and 11 here for the Mustangs. Gotta convert. Ball is at the still at the 15, or excuse me, at the 14-yard line. 3 receivers to the left for Urdiales. He's looking for one of them. Will he get it? No, the ball's picked off by Harlandale. He's on his feet. Rivas is going. He's brought down. I do see flags on the field, so we will see if that call stands. I'm not sure if it will.
Yeah, there's a lot of things happening. As Urdiales got rid of the football, he was hit. But the flag is on the opposite side over here. And it looked like Urdiales just kind of tossed it up, almost a Hail Mary style. There was a couple of Mustangs in the area, and there was a few Indians in the area. So let's see what the call is from the officials.
See the call here.
Pass interference by the defense, number 7, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down, Jefferson.
Another defensive pass interference call for the Indians. It does not look like Coach Lozano is very pleased about that here on the sideline. But that is going to be a first down for the Mustangs, a costly first down, I will say. 6:27 left, but going to move the chains, give the Mustangs a new sense of life here.
Oh yeah, definitely, and much better field position as they are now near the 30-yard line. Okay.
Another officials timeout. We've got a couple of those tonight, Bobby. And we'll see what they want to talk. It looks like they want to talk something over with Coach Lozano here on the sideline.
An explanation. While they do that, let's talk about 7 Cents Media. We talked to you about them earlier, but in case you didn't know, 7 Cents Media is a project that Isaiah Castro, Sebastian Castro, and Arissa Castro, they are on our RC Audio Sports stream team. They've got tons of experience with camera work. They know what they're doing. In fact, they were working for KCWX TV at one point, and that's where I snagged them away and I said, hey, you guys want to do some extra work? Come help us here at RC Audio Sports. So a lot of what you guys are seeing here is the work of Sebastian, Isaiah. They're father, son, and daughter with Arissa Castro. They have a lot of passion in what they do. We appreciate what they do. There are many times in this live streaming world where things don't happen, but I can tell you so many times when those things have gone wrong, they've been there to fix it.
Yep.
They've been there. Well, we try to pretend like nothing's happening. They're the ones on the back end putting things together for us. So we're super appreciative of them and their work. So if you like what we do, it's partly because of what they do as well. So I want to thank them for their work.
So it's going to bring up a fresh set of downs for the Mustangs. Ball spotted at the 29. 6 minutes, 27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. It's a one-score game. Indians up 15-9. Officials still chit-chatting. I mean, about dinner.
I don't know. Maybe
their
not.
fantasy football lineups that are happening this weekend. College games that are on Saturday.
Coach Lozano.
Coach Lozano's getting after it.
Oh, yeah. He is lobbying for a better explanation. Certainly not happy.
No.
There was a timeout for an official conference with the coach. No rule interpretation was overturned. Harlandale is charged with the timeout.
I would.
Wow, so
That's
they're
as close to a challenge flag you can have in
I
high
guess
school.
so. They're charged with a timeout. Indians down a timeout now. Crowd, you can tell, love that call. They love it here.
Yeah. If by booze you mean love.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, there we go. So, fresh out of downs here for Yuri Dallas. 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. He's going to try to run it up the middle. QB keep, but he is brought down by a whole swarm of Indians. Tackles there by Noel Alvarado and Agustin Sanchez. Goes nowhere, 2nd and 9 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, Odi Alice, I think, was a designed quarterback keeper call, and really just didn't see any openings and just got behind his big offensive line and said, hey, get me something. They got him a yard or two.
So reverse what we saw now. 3 receivers on the right-hand side for the Alice, 2 on the left. Same thing, QB keep, but read very well by the Harlandale defensive line. Big tackle there by none other than Patrick Nato. We've said his name a couple of times, a sophomore here, but an awesome defensive lineman making big plays for the Indians.
Yeah, we said it a couple of times and a couple of times recently, so Nato really stepping it up here, Haley, as the Harlandale Indians need him on defense. They need the entire defense, especially after that pass interference call that gave the Mustangs a new set of downs.
So clock is still running here, 3rd and long for the Mustangs. 5 minutes, 5 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Mustangs got to move the chains here. So you see Harlandale trying to get realigned on their defensive assignments. I see a timeout, I believe it's going to be timeout for the Mustangs. Coach Badillo wants to talk it over. We'll take a quick break with them. Stick with us. You won't want to miss it. You're watching RC Audio Sports.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
We welcome you back, and here this timeout taken by the Mustangs. We want to use this opportunity to thank Yvette Diaz. She's a licensed insurance agent. She owns Soul Rose Medicare and Legacy. Her phone number is right here, 210-861-9374. If you need health insurance, life insurance, any kind of insurance, she's the person to call, and she can explain policies to you. She can explain what kind of coverages you might need or you are eligible for. She's the expert. I just know I need to tell you about that, because if you have a question, I don't know, call Yvette. She'll tell you. She's on our sponsorship team. We thank her very much for that. Just a full disclosure, that's Bella's mom, my sister. So we thank her for joining us and congratulate her on the opening of her business.
Love it. So 4:55 left. Big 3rd down here for the Mustangs. They've got to convert in order to have a crack at getting on the scoreboard and tying this game. Lots of time for Yuri Dallas. Passes long, almost picked off there by Rivas, but no good. It's going to bring up 4th and long. And Bobby, I think the Mustangs, I would assume, I think they got to go for it here.
Yeah, you know, it's getting to that point, right? But The Mustangs do have a couple of timeouts, so if they decided to punt the ball away, they'd have to play pretty perfect defense, maybe force a 3 and out, utilize that. But
yeah, they are bringing the punting squad out here.
Yeah, it's probably the smart thing to do. And this time, just really rely on your defense. Their defense has done a pretty good job. I mean, considering, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's 15-7. They're still losing. Hard to say, hey, your defense is doing good, but you're losing. But they really contained Harlandale pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, their defense, kept Harlandale to 3 points. So you see a late hit there. Ball's picked up by the Indians.
That was
Eric
dangerous.
Dominguez was able to get his hands on it.
Yeah, that's really not the first time that Morin has been in that predicament there where he's trying to call for a fair catch and he's touched the ball and the ball's out of his hands. But I'm not sure. I can't say that the ball touched his hands there, so I don't know if the ball was live. But that's still definitely a risk. But hey, even better for the Mustangs, making it a longer drive for the Indians. Or maybe something where they can stop them very shortly and take over.
Yeah, I mean, again, on the last possession for the Harlandale Indians, the Mustangs didn't let them into the end zone. Of course, they were able to get the field goal, but were able to put up the defensive stop. So we'll see what the Indians can do here. They're going with the blitz. They get it. Good read there by Aaron Garcia for the Mustangs. Indians didn't lose any yards, but Garcia was all over that.
Yeah, and the Mustangs defense responded pretty well. That's one of the checklists, right, for what they need to do to get the ball right back. They need to stop the Indians quickly, even though there's still some time on the clock. And the Mustangs have some timeouts. But right here's another big play. If they can manage to stop the Indians here,
Sesto's going to hand it off to Silva, who's going to find some room. Flags are thrown. There's probably going to be a hold on that play. I think that one is going to come back. So we'll see.
Yeah, the clock will stop temporarily here. It was a run play. And that it being a pretty decent run for Silva. But again, if there's a call, we'll hear it right now.
Oh, wow. Face mask on the defense. So that is a big foul for the Mustangs. That's going to move the chains for the Indians. That is a tough blow for Jefferson.
Yeah, and that helps the Indians breathe just a little bit better as they move a little bit closer to midfield. And the clock will start running as soon as the ball and chains are set. And Mustangs might be forced to use some of these timeouts here in a little bit if the Indians can get another first down.
Sesto.
Yeah, the Indians won't be in a hurry right now.
No.
So they're going to want to maybe utilize all of the game clock here, or the play clock.
Every drop of the clock possible. Sesto puts the receiver in motion, hands it off to him, trying to find space on the outside. Huizar, he's able to cut in for about a gain of 4. But, totally agree, Bobby. They're going to take their time here.
And notice how Huizar did not want to keep extending that play. He didn't want to get near the sideline. Smart football there. Move forward. Keep the clock running. Force the Jefferson Mustangs to call their timeouts.
Sesto tries to get him to jump, but again, going to take their time, look over, get the new play call. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. He's going to roll out to his left on his own. He almost had Tovar for a game-ending touchdown there. Just a little bit too high on the pass, though. That's going to bring up 3rd and 6.
You got to like the aggressiveness of the Harlandale Indians, still trying to just put the nail in the coffin, if you will, in this ball game. But Tovar, who at one point was Sesto's #1 guy, this, if I'm not mistaken, this might be the first attempt I see that Sesto goes to Tovar in this ball game.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think I've called his name yet. I could be wrong, or at least in that capacity, but we'll see. Sesto again surveying the field, is able to find his man, finds Munoz. It's going to be a close one. It's going to be a really close one here. I think they're going to spot him just short.
Yeah, 3 feet short. So Munoz did not get enough for the first down. So the clock still continues to run. And you know what?
They got
Mustangs
the 2 minute.
though, they don't have to call waste of timeout because there's
No,
going to
the
be
2 minute, yeah.
Oh, they're going to force them before the 2 minutes, so they're going to get that timeout right back.
Right. So the Indians are going to chat through it here on the sideline. We'll take a quick break with them almost at the 2 minute mark. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
And we are back here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium. 2 minutes, 12 seconds left here in the fourth. It is a close one. The Indians up 15-7. Fourth and about 1. Indians fake it off. He's in. He's running. Salazar still on his feet. First down. Move the chains, and that may help the Indians clinch this win. We'll see though. The clock stops while they move the chains. Oh, excuse me. The clock's running again, but now we're going to get the 2 minute warning. So we'll get another timeout. We'll keep it here just because that was an explosive play.
Yeah.
Give us time to debrief on it.
Yeah. Indians fully taking advantage of that timeout, putting up a great play. Sesto, or was it a handoff?
Sesto did hand it off to Salazar.
Yeah.
A little bit of trickery. I think the Mustangs kind of lost who had the ball there, and big pickup there, big first down for Salazar.
A lot of credit to Sesto on that delay handoff, right? Because he gets that option, whether he does that option read, and if he sees something, he'll take it himself. But apparently he saw that Salazar had a better route, and good call, first down for the Indians. And you know, this game reminds me a lot of last year's ball game between these two teams. I believe, if I remember correctly, Harlandale was down on the last drive, and the Indians probably within a minute and 20 seconds or so. I can't remember. All I can remember is Sesto roaming around, finding his receiver in the back of the end zone, touchdown, and then probably about 20-30 seconds remaining, the Indians were able to close that game out.
And so the Indians up here by 8. I believe the Mustangs still do have 2 timeouts left. One timeout left for the Mustangs. So Sesto is going to take it himself up the middle. He's able to pick up a handful of yards, keep the clock running. And we're going to get the Mustangs, I believe, their last timeout. They're going to use it.
Yeah, so they're going to have to use that last timeout here to have any chance, but it's bringing up a second down, and Haley will still keep it right here just because of how close this game is, and an example of what we were just talking about, this very same play for Sesto. But this time he decided, hey, let me hang on to this one, and he is able to get some yardage. And most importantly, he forces the Mustangs to take another timeout, which is their final timeout.
So Harlandale, again, 1 minute and 52 seconds left here. It's got second and about 7. Harlandale bearing any crazy plays, it looks like they may walk away with the victory tonight. But this one's coming down to a wire. It's been a fantastic game.
Well, there's certainly, in my opinion, within field goal range.
Yeah.
If they needed to.
Right.
So Jose Luis Flores, the kicker, that would probably be about a, what is that? 17, 24 yarder?
A 25 yarder.
Mm-hmm.
So Jefferson out of timeouts. Harlandale with the ball, 2nd and 7. Sesto is going to hand it off to Silva. Silva's on his feet. Silva runs it up the middle. Still going to be short of the first down, but he's going to pick up about 4.
So a minute 40, and there's 33 seconds, so they can get this down to about a minute. And then if the Indians if they get another first down, then they're pretty much, then you can say that.
They might be
right?
good to go.
Yeah. Then we can say they walk away.
Sesto got the play call. He's taking his time. Got 2 receivers to the right. Sesto's waiting, watching the clock, puts a man in motion. Sesto hands it, takes it himself, was going to hand it off to Silva, still on his feet. And that should be a first down for the Indians. We'll see where they spot it.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be spotted just shy of the first down, but as you saw, Sesto taking about 3 or 4 hits, but still managed to get to the 11-yard line. But this is going to be a huge 4th down, just because there still will be some time on the clock.
Right.
But, Indians get a first down. I think they walk away with this.
30 seconds left in this game. 10 seconds left on the play clock. And there was movement. High snap, but the Indians might be saved there by movement on the Mustang side of the football.
Oftentimes we take for granted that shotgun center quarterback transaction there. When it gets down to pressure situations, that's what could happen. However, for the Harlandale Indians, fortunately for them, one of the Mustangs jumped off sides.
So that should do it for the Harlandale Indians. We'll see. I believe they'll probably just kneel this one out, and they do. And that should be a victory for the Harlandale Indians tonight. So the Indians should move to 2-2. The Mustangs will fall, despite a really valiant effort tonight, to 0-4. As we cap off non-district play, we'll be headed into week 5 next week. I can't believe that we're already in week 5.
Right.
But that's going to do it. The Harlandale Indians defeat the Jefferson Mustangs 15-7 here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium. Thank you for tuning in with us. We'll see you for... Oh, actually, I forgot. We do have to decide who our offensive and defensive players of the game are. Bobby, should we take a quick break and deliberate on that?
Yeah, we're going to have to talk about that. We're going to have to talk about that because that one's a tough one.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
We'll deliberate. We'll take a quick break, then we'll bring you the players of the game right after it.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
And we are back here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium after some quick deliberations. We have our offensive and defensive players of the game. On the defensive side of the ball, our defensive player of the game is number 11, Aiden Morin. Lots of candidates here, potential candidates, I should say, here tonight. But Morin had a big interception in the third quarter. That was a big momentum change for the Harlandale Indians. So congrats to Aiden Morin on being named the defensive player of the game. On the offensive side of the football, it was a no-brainer up here. We had to give it to Jose Luis Flores, the kicker for the Harlandale Indians. Luis Flores with 3 for 3, put up 9 points for the Indians, and was a massive part of the victory tonight. So that's going to do it for our broadcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Haley Wilson here with Bobby Mendez, Isabella Tejas on our technical director here tonight. Appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you next